next step that I'm going to talk about, and it's usually one of the last steps that I go through as I'm putting together a video, and that's putting in some music underneath the video itself. Now, there's times where you just want a video that just has silence and speaking, and that's okay. You need to be intentional about what the purpose of the video is that you're making. If you're making a sermon video and it's just speaking, you want to focus on that, not have any kind of music that's going to take away from that message. But instead, if you do decide to use music, you want to make sure that that music enhances the speaking and doesn't take away from the speaking at all. So for instance, in my church, we will do music at the beginning of the message, and then we will do music towards the end of the message. When the point is really being driven home, we'll put a pad underneath it, we'll put some very light piano underneath it, but again, it can't distract or pull away from the message. It needs to help to emphasize the message and the words that are being spoken. If your video is more of an announcement video and it's just upbeat and you're just explaining things and kind of telling people what's going on, it's always fun to have some music underneath that. So I would put music underneath there, make sure that it's lively, it feels good, it kind of keeps the video moving. If you have an announcement video that you're working on that needs some more life to it, you need some more just engagement with it, I encourage you, put some music underneath it. Find a track that you can put underneath it to bring some more life to that specific message you're trying to get out. And I would say, as a best practice for any video that you make, I would always start with music and end with music, kind of depending on what it is you're doing for sure. But I would for sure have music right as people are clicking on the video, that they're welcomed with some music, helping setting the tone for whatever it is that you're going to be bringing in through video message. And then I would have music at the end as well, just kind of bringing the message to a close, whether it's a sermon or announcements or whatever the video is that you're putting out. That way it kind of bookends the message nicely and helps deliver a nice experience overall through video online. Now, finding music that you can use legally is always kind of tricky. You don't want to use anybody's content without their permission, and you want to make sure that if you are using a song that you've paid for the licensing, whatever it is. As a member of Red River Worship, I invite you personally to use any track that we've recorded. We have our entire album at the bottom of this page as downloadable tracks, so feel free to download any one of those tracks, use them in your videos. We hope that they help you as you get your messages out to the world. There's also tracks down there that Nolan has recorded himself, different pads, piano parts, and we encourage you to use those all as well.